Today we're going to talk about something really interesting, how the leadership theories that we have studied, especially contingency leadership theories, are still super relevant for leaders today. These theories are all about the idea that there's no one-size-fits-all when it comes to leadership. So what are contingency leadership theories? We will start with what contingency leadership theories actually mean. In simple terms, these theories suggest that the most effective leadership style depends on the situation. If you are task-focused or people-focused, you will depend on what's going on around you. There are two big theories we usually talk about. First one, feedless contingency model. This says that leaders are either task-oriented or relationship-oriented, and your success depends on how well your style fits the situation. Second model, Hersey and Blanchard's situational leadership theory. This one focuses on your followers. The idea is that the more mature or capable your team is, the less hands-on you need to be, and the more you can focus on guiding and supporting them. Let me show you how real leaders today apply these ideas to manage different situations. Example number 1. Lee Hsien Loong, the former Prime Minister of Singapore. He's a great example of task-oriented leadership when things need to get done quickly. Think about how he handled the COVID-19 pandemic. He gave clear instructions and swift action. For example, Lee quickly put in place strict measures to control the virus, such as lockdowns, travel restrictions, and testing. Lee knows that he should be more relationship-oriented when speaking with the public. So he uses public speeches to explain policies and reassure the people, especially during challenging times. He ensures that all Singaporeans feel connected and involved in decision-making. Apart from that, Lee builds strong relationships with other world leaders, using diplomacy to ensure Singapore's voice is heard on global issues such as climate change and trade. His ability to build trust and collaboration internationally reflects a relationship-oriented leadership style. Example number 2. Our very own Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad. During his first time in office, he wanted Malaysia to have its own national car, so he pushed for the creation of Proton, which was the first Malaysian-made car. Secondly, he developed a new administrative and judicial city, Putrajaya, to show Malaysia's growth and modernity. Thirdly, he helped build the Petronas Twin Towers in Kuala Lumpur, which became a symbol of Malaysia's progress. When he came back to power in 2018, the situation had changed. Malaysia had become more politically divided, and he had to shift gears to be more relationship-oriented, bringing together different political groups and focusing on unity. He formed a coalition with parties that had been his political rivals. Mahathir had to focus on working with others, even though they didn't always agree, to run the government. This shift in style shows how leaders need to change according to what's happening around them. It is a perfect example of Hersey and Blanchard's situational leadership. Example number 3. Joko Widodo, also known as Jokowi, the former president of Indonesia. He's always adapting. For example, when managing Indonesia's economic growth, Jokowi is very task-oriented. He's very hands-on and directive when it comes to these national initiatives. Jokowi focused on large-scale projects like new highways, ports, and the construction of a new capital city, Nusantara. But when it comes to social issues or dealing with ethnic groups and political leaders, Jokowi shows a much more relationship-oriented approach, always working to bring people together and ensure stability. He focused on maintaining social harmony and peace within the country. In addition, Jokowi builds strong relationship with other countries. The great thing about contingency leadership theories is that they help leaders understand that they need to adapt. Whether it's dealing with crisis, managing a country's growth, or uniting people, the ability to shift your leadership style is what makes you effective. Leaders like Lee Hsien Loong, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, and Jokowi Widodo show us that by adapting to the situation, you can handle both challenges and opportunities. And that is what makes these theories still so important in the 21st century. Thank you for listening. I hope you found this a useful way to think about leadership today.